Gopal, Gopal.
Hare Krishna. So very nice Kirtan, Prabhu. After a long time, I'm hearing from you. So I saw your wife also there. I think backside she was there for some time.
She's doing some work.
Yeah. I got it. Early morning. So I'm very, very happy that I could get to see you for a long time. So welcome all devotees for today's regular Saturday morning Bhagavatam sessions. So today we'll be continuing on the discussion on the multifarious incarnations, which are the Leela avatars of the Lord. So last time we covered to some incarnations and other aspects will be covered here. I suppose that's how you're going at Uttam Raj Prabhu in today's discussion. Or you are taking from verse number 6 only?
Look, Prabhu told me to prepare from 1.6 number verse to 26 number.
Okay. So we'll be able to cover it in 15 minutes. What do you want to do? Share?
15 minutes. Okay, Prabhu. I can.
Yes. Fine. So we have very amazing devotee here with us. Krishnam Raju Prabhu. In fact, my first service as a brahmachari, what I received was to go and assist in Kadakpur preaching. So I was given my kitchen services. I was managing the kitchen there and also take care of your devotees. So at that time, I came in contact with Krishnaraj Prabhu. I thought him to be a new devotee, but after meeting him in Kadakpur, I realized that he's already a practicing person. He has experienced in middle life a lot of different what you call careers or which he went through, and in that he got so many realizations that he maintained his consistency in the practice of bhakti. We say that those who are responsible in middle life, they'll surely be responsible in spiritual life. We can see that aspect very much profoundly in Krishnaraj Prabhu. And his life and the way he dealt with his situations which he went through, all are very encouraging and very inspiring. And by heart is very simple. He's from Tirupati. It's a very holy place. And many of the devotees have experienced in one of our Tirupati Yatra. He was coordinating and assisting in a very wonderful, humble way. So right now he's in a professor in NIT, Nagpur.
Yes, bro.
NIT, it's IIT. What is it?
It's they call it VNIT.
VNIT, yeah, VNIT Nagpur. And he and his wife and his two daughters, they all stay there and practicing. And we have very great opportunity today to hear from him, from the Srimad. Hare Krishna. Yes. Here's the screen of the verses.
Prabhu, should I read the verse and after that should I explain it or what way?
You can just refer to the verse. I will show in the screen. Then you can just speak on that. What do you wanted? Okay.
Okay, Prabhu. I'll start from 1.3.6.
Okay, I'm sharing. You can speak, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
I am able to see the screen. Everyone is able to see the screen.
Okay, Prabhu. Shall we start with short prayers or should directly start with?
Yeah, start the prayers. Do the prayers.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुर्वन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदामयं ददाति साधुवां वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीराघवं श्रीगुरो विष्णु राम राम हरे हरे. Okay, I'm starting.
You just speak. I will accordingly keep the verses, whatever related verse. Okay, fine.
Yes, Prabhu. We are starting with the 1.3.6, Canto 1, third chapter, 6th verse. So in this verse, it is before this verse also it was mentioned that there were different incarnations of the Lord. Some of the incarnations are known as direct incarnations, and others are known as empowered incarnations. Like in the last class, Prabhuji explained that avatars, Purusha avatars, Leela avatars, and Avesh avatars, like different types of avatars were there. So from here onwards, we will start with, there are 24 avatars there. So what are those 24? We'll try to see from each and every verse from here. The first verse, 1.3.6 says that the material world is affected, maintained, and annihilated at different intervals. So the different names are given based on the who was the in charge of Brahma. Like in Brahma, also the changing every time. So based on the in charge position, the different names were given. So in that, the first avatars is that the Kumara avatars, or we can say that this is the during the period of Kumara creation of the material world. And the Kumara avatars are basically meant for to show the world that how to reach the Supreme Personality of Godhead by going through different austerities. So they were basically the brahmacharyas. So for a society, how to practice the spirituality, these things they have defined that to first one has to qualify as a Brahmana, then only you can teach or learn the process of Brahman realization. So to set this example, this Kumar avatars were the best way to learn. The second is 1.3.7. Here, the supreme enjoyer of the Lord, or we can say all sacrifices, has taken an incarnation of Bor or Kurma avatar. Here, the main purpose of this avatar was that the welfare of the earth, when it was shifted to the region of the filthy place, generally this confusion was there. In the earlier days, we used to think that there was only one earth and all other planets are different locations. How the earth was hidden at a different place because everything is space. So unless one has the understanding of universe is it's infinite, it is difficult to conceive this. So basically, the Earth planet was shifted to the Pluto's region, which was considered as a filthy matter. So from that place, it was brought back to the position where it was now. So that gives the clarity that why the Kurma Avtara was there. Otherwise, always there will be a confusion because the entire water is there on the surface of the water. How the earth was moved to a different place. So that gives a very clarity. Then 1.3.8 here. The third, this is called empowered incarnation. As I already said that there are some direct avatars and there are some empowered avatars. So Devarshi Narada is the third empowered incarnation. I think the other ones I mentioned. In the empowered avatars, the first one is the Kumara avatars, and then second is this Kurma avatar. Third one is that Devarshi Narada. So Narada actually the expositions of all the Vedas. Also, he defined the devotional service, how to do the devotional service without any non-fruitive action. Narada is sorry, many disciples are there for Narada, Devarshi Narada. So one of the prominent disciples was Srila Vyasadeva, who also composed the Srimad Bhagavatam. And, Narada is also the author of the prominent books Narada Pancharatra, and Narada Pancharatra trains the karmis or the you can say the fruitive workers how to achieve liberation from the bondage of fruitive work. Narada Pancharatna, that's a book authored by the Narada Muni. And then so here basically one more thing is in this verse it is expressed that the reactions are according to the fruitive work. Like there are in terms of karma point of view, good karma results to materially opulences, and bad karma results to distress. But the ultimate thing is that whether you are in opulences or distress, at the end everybody has to suffer. That is what the condition of this material world. So to come out of that, this Narada Pancharatna is the actually the different solutions how to come out of those situations. Next, 1.3.9. So this is the fourth incarnation as Nara and Narayana, the twin sons of wife of King Dharma. So here, in these avatars, it was set an example that how to attain the God by following severe penances to control the senses. This is the fourth incarnation. Okay. So here, then comes to the fifth incarnation is that Rishabdev. The fourth incarnation is Naranarayana. So where the Naranarayana was the twin sons of the wife of King Dharma, they set an example of how to attain the God by following the severe penances or through controlling the senses. The next avatar is that is the Rishabdev, who actually advises his sons to go through a voluntary acceptance of penances or realization of God. He said that realization of God is the only duty of a human being. So to set an example, he followed that. King Rishabdeva followed that to set an example to the society that how to accept voluntarily the what do you say transcendental, sorry, how to accept voluntarily penances. So he there.
Which one? Rishabha way. Which one is?
Oh, you say same 1.3.9, Prabhu.
Oh, 3.9 you are there. Huh? Okay, okay. I went to 10. Kapila I went. Oh, correct.
Yeah. In 1.3.9, in the explanation, it was Naranarayana.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine.
So the Rishabhdeva himself means leaves behind necessary instructions to the society, how to means basically how the conditioned souls will reach back to the Godhead, and also he sends his sons as representatives in the society. Means how do you accept it voluntarily? So that was Avtara about Rishabhdev. The next Avtara is that is the fifth incarnation named as Kapil Dev. The Kapil Dev avatar is known as that one of the perfected beings. He gave an exposition on creative elements and metaphysics to Asuri Brahman. So basically, the Sankhya philosophy is all about, like in traditional physics, if you want to talk about, the Sankhya philosophy is about metaphysics. The Sankhya means it is explained usually by using the material elements. How do we understand the philosophy? This was done by for the first time by the Lord Kapila. So he gave the philosophy, that's philosophy is known as Sankhya philosophy. This is all about, again, the same thing, how to understand the philosophy, creation, everything. Basically, the creation is very difficult to understand, but if you want to understand through material elements, this Kapil Dev's philosophy is the right one to understand. So Kapil Dev's avatar is considered as the fifth in the line of incarnations. That the empowered incarnations, it comes in the fifth position. So the next 1.3.11, here the sixth empowered incarnation is Dattatreya. So he was a son of sage Atri and Anusuya. In the last class also we discussed a little bit about the story here. So basically the Anusuya prayed to the Vishnu, Brahma and Maheshwara, to all three of them together. She desired to have a in her womb. So that's how all the Trimurtis appeared as a Dattatreya in the womb of Anusuya. So here Dattatreya as the Lord, he also explained the philosophy of spirit soul, and he instructed the others like Alarka, Prahlada, Yadu, and Haivaya. So they were some of his disciples who followed his instructions. Then 1.3.12. So here comes the seventh incarnation. The seventh incarnation of empowered incarnations was the Yajna, who is the son of Prajapati Ruchi and his wife Akuti. So, like there were in charges of this, what to say, Manus, like during the period of Swayambhuva Manu, when there was a change, this Manu was assisted by demigods and also his son Yama. So currently we are in the Vaivashvata Manu. Like that, there were different Manus were there. So during the period of Swayambhuva Manu, there was no suitable living being who could occupy the post of Indra. So like Indra was in charge of all the demigods, but it happened that during the period of Swayambhuva Manu, there was no living entity. So during that time, the Lord himself became Indra. There's a Lord Yajna. He is known as Lord Yajna to rule the administration of the universal affairs. That is what this incarnation about, Lord Yajna. So this is the seventh incarnation. So this happened only during the transition period of Swayambhuva Manu. Next, 1.3.13. This is the eighth incarnation as King Rishabha. He is the son of Nabi and his wife Meru Devi. In this incarnation, the Lord showed the path of perfection, which is actually followed by the people who control their senses and so here basically it says that the society of human beings is naturally divided into 8 orders of and 8 orders and statuses of life. So we know that in the order there are like Brahmacharyam, Vanaprastham, Grihastham, Sannyasa, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastham, Sannyasa, and the Chaturvarna means like Brahmana, Vaishya, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. So in these orders, the sannyasa is considered as the highest of all. Out of this Brahmacharyam, Grihastham, Vanaprastham, and Sannyasam, in this order of life, sannyasa is considered the highest of all. So in the sannyasa order, there are again 4 stages. These stages are called Putichaka, Bahudaka, Parivrajacharya, and Paramahamsa. These are the 4 stages of life in sannyasa order itself. So here it is also mentioned that who can accept the sannyasa. So to become a sannyasa, one has to be a dhira. So dhira means, what is the literal meaning of dhira means? The men who are undisturbed by the senses are called dhira. Only these dhiras can accept the orders of the sannyasa. And then they can gradually rise to the status of Paramahamsa. So King Rishabhadev propagated this concept in the society. Basically, the 8 orders and status of life, this was prominent during this period, like Chaturvarnashram. And what is the importance of sannyasa and how to become a Paramahamsa? So these things were propagated by the King Rishabhadev. Next comes 1.3.14. That is in the 9th incarnation. The Lord accepted the body of King Prithu, who in this King Prithu excavated many products from the earth, and that time there was a scarcity. And during that time, Lord took a form of King Prithu, and who cultivated the land to yield various produces, because of which the earth has become very beautiful and attractive. So that's all about King Prithu. Next is 1.3.15. So that time there was a complete inundation of water, complete inundation after the period of Chakshusa Manu, and the whole world was in deep within water. So that time the Lord accepted the form of fish and protected the Vaivasvata Manu, keeping him on the boat. This we all know. This is about Matsyavatar. That is 1.3.15. Next.
We have 5 minutes more.
Yes, Prabhu. Next is 1.3.16. This is the 11th incarnation of the Lord. It took in the form of tortoise, who served as the pivot for the Mandarachala hill, which was being used as churning rod by the thieves and atheists during that time. Next is 1.3.17. So this is the 12th incarnation where the Lord appeared as Dhanvantari. And the 13th incarnation is about where the Lord took a form of woman to give the nectar to the demigods and to drink. That is Mohini Avatar. Next is 1.3.18, where the 14th incarnation is about Narsimha. We know that story very nicely. The Narsimha Avatar is all about protecting the Prahlad and means killing the demon Hiranyakashipu. Next is 1.3.19. So this is the 15th incarnation where the Lord assumed the form of dwarf Brahmana, we know as a woman avatar, and so he wanted to take the entire kingdom of Bali, but still the Lord took in the form of dwarf and took it as it means begged it. Next, 1.3.2020. So this is the 16th incarnation of the Godhead, where the Lord took the form of Bhrugupati. So here, during that time, the Kshatriyas were very dominant and not following the Vedic principles. So during that time, the intelligent class of man as a Brahmana, so it is mentioned that whenever the Kshatriyas are not following the rules, the intelligent class has to take over and dethrone the kings and set the right order in the society. In that process, the Bhrugupati, which we also call, I think, Parshuram Avatar, where in the 21 times he attacked the Kshatriyas to set normalcy in the society. Next, 1.3.21 is that 17th incarnation of the Godhead, where the Lord appeared as the Vyasadeva in the womb of Satyavati and Parasara Muni. So initially, there was only one Veda. So the Vyasadeva has divided into several branches and sub-branches like Puranas, Mahabharata and other things. Next is 1.3.22. So it is in the 18th incarnation where the Lord appeared as King Rama in the human form, where he displayed the extraordinary qualities by killing the Ravana and also building the bridge on top of water. Next is 1.3.23. So this is the 19th and 20th incarnation, where the Lord advanced himself as Lord Balram and Krishna in the family of Vrishni, or you can say Yadu dynasty. So we are very familiar with this avatar. Next is 1.3.24. So this is in the beginning of Kali Yuga, the Lord will appear as Lord Buddha, the son of Anjana in the province of Gaya. So here interesting thing is that the Lord Buddha appeared to propagate the principle of non-violence. So at that time, what happened is the many scholars who are following the Vedic principles, they are all in the name of Vedic sacrifices. They were all following the animal sacrifice, means eating non-veg or killing the animals was very prominent during that time. So Lord Buddha appeared and he propagated this form of non-violence. So many have that confusion that how, see, Vedas are also defined by the Lord. You are telling that Buddha is another avatar of Lord and who is denying the Vedic knowledge. So then that means technically it is mismatch. So then it was said that Buddha avatar is like a camouflage in the sense that his intention was not to deny the Vedic knowledge, but to bring the people back to the nothing. Just like example, suppose during the school days, if you have to send a child to the school, we tell him that, okay, if you go to the school, like you will be given a lot many chocolates or biscuits, or you can say you can play a lot many games. But the intention was something different, but we are sending him like that. In the same way, it can be understood that Buddha's intention was not to deny the Vedic knowledge, but to bring back the people into the normalcy. So that was the intention. So it was also supported that suppose if Buddha was denying the Vedic knowledge, how the Jayadeva, like who was a great devotee of Lord, he glorified in his Jayadeva Stuti many times about Buddha also. So that was a supportive statement to consider that Buddha is also an avatar. And one more important thing here is mentioned that Buddha avatar happened some 2000 years ago. Bhagavatam was at the beginning of Kali Yuga, that means 2000 years ago. So that gives the clarity that the Bhagavatam is
Krishna, Raj Prabhu, you have to unmute yourself. You are muted.
right, Prabhu. So that was the one point it is saying that if Buddha was not a avatar of Lord, how the Jayadeva would appreciate and glorify him in his Jayadeva, Astapadi and other things. So one more important point to understand here is that the Buddha Avatara was happened 2000 or 2500 years ago, but the Bhagavatam was written around 5000 years ago. That before the means after before the start of Kali Yuga. So during that time, how they were able to predict that Buddha Avatar is going to happen after so much time. So that gives the you can say that Buddha Avatar is foretold in the Bhagavatam. That is the authority of this scripture. In the same way, like it is also giving the avatar of next Kali avatar. So in the 1.3.25, it is said that thereafter, the conjunction of the two yugas, the Lord of the creation will take his birth as the Kali incarnation and become the son of Vishnu Yasa. That was given in 1.3.25. That's it, Prabhu. Prabhu.
You are done?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Well done. Very well. Thank you very much. Cover up, sizingly covering the details of avatars. And I'm happy that devotees are reading it properly and then explaining. You spoke elaborately on the Buddha aspect from the purport which Prabhupada has mentioned. That's very nice. So right now, what I will be doing is, in the last session we were discussing about the categorization of the avatars. I'd like to show you some charts before I get into it. Okay. So if you see these incarnations, the way they were presented, every incarnation with the activity which it performs. Total 24 incarnations are mentioned till now. I think with the Kalki it is 24. Thereafter Lord will take but the Kalki. With the Kalki. And the next verse is about the different incarnations. Total 24 incarnations, 22 incarnations are explained here in this particular Bhagavatam. See, Bhagavatam is not like different stories taken up and compiled. It's a wrong understanding. Bhagavatam is a very systematic. So if you see the listed incarnations, they explain how Lord is appearing in the day of Brahma. all of us should have that clarity about the calculation of the time. We'll further discuss in the third canto when it comes to third canto calculation of time. So in the day of Brahma, there are total 14 manus. We can write it down. In the day of Brahma, there are total 14 manus. 14 manu. Each manu rules around 71 Chaturyugas. So 14 into 71, it comes around 1000 Chaturyugas. So that's how the day of Brahma contains 1000 Chaturyugas. So each manu, 14 manus, and each manu, there is different posts and positions which are allotted. In each manu, there is one Indra, one posts are there, and post people. Brahma, sorry, Brahma doesn't change his post. Brahma remains same for the entire 14 manus in a day. Like that, he lives for 100 days. So, but others change about every manu. Every manvantara, the person changes. So that's how these incarnations have been listed out. So I would like to share. I'm just opening that document. If I get it here, list out. Yeah, I'll be showing two. I don't know whether it is visibly seen or not. So how many are able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu, it's visible.
Visible, na? Yeah. So I'll keep my window small. So this is one type of categorization. Okay, last time I explained about the Swamsa, Swayam Rupa, Lord Krishna directly incarnated Swayam Rupa, and then Tadekatma, and then third one was Avesha. That is a one categorization. Here, the same categorization is being differently shown here from different view. So Swamsa is a partial manifestation of the Lord. In that there are Leela Avataras, and Purusha Avataras, Guna Avataras, Manvantara Avataras, Yuga Avataras, and Shaktavesh Avataras. Total 6. 6 categories. So the Leela Avataras are unlimited. There are many Leela Avataras. However, as per the Jayadev Goswami's description, and also as per this particular Manu, out of the 14 Manus, what we discussed in a day of Brahma, the first Manu who comes is Swayambhu Manu. And our Manu is, I think, 7th Manu. And one Manu rules 71 Chaturyugas. That means there is Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali. Like that, there are 71 cycles in one Manu. That means there is a partial devastation of every Yuga and partial devastation, another devastation at every Chaturyuga, and there is a devastation out of every Manu. After Swayambhu Manu was completing and another Manu was supposed to come, that is the time where Lord appeared. But there no king, there no Indra there that time to rule. Lord appeared as Yagna to rule it. So similarly, we see another place where before the present Manu is Vaivashvata Manu. And before Vaivashvata Manu, there was Chakshusha Manu. And when Chakshusha Manu's time was ending, when that time was ending, there's a devastation. An entire, all the things were drowning in the ocean. And that is the time Lord appeared as Matsya and saved one king, Vaivashvata. And this Vaivashvata became the next Manu. Vaivashvata Manu, who is ruling right now, where we are staying. In this Vaivashvata Manu, the present Indra, who is who has been cursed to have ice on his body. That Indra is the Indra of this Vaivashvata Manu. And most of the Dashavataras, Leela Avataras, Matsya Kurma, Matsya, it appeared in this only, na? And Samudra Manthan Leela also happened in this Vaivashvata Manu only. Matsya Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narsimha, all are the incarnations specifically of this Manu, where we are living right now, Vaivashvata Manu. So it began with Matsya. Matsya protected the king Vaivashvata, and then he brought him out from that devastation. And he also protected the Vedas, Brahmanas, and the cows, like that. So most of the Leela Avataras which explained by Jayadev Goswami, they are all come in this particular Manu, where we are right now, Vaivashvata Manu. Okay. And the Purusha Avataras, we last time we discussed the Karnodaksha Vishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. These are the Purusha Avataras. You see the chart here. And then Guna Avataras, that is also very simple to understand. Irrespective of what Manu, irrespective of the day of Brahma, these Guna Avataras, Purusha Avataras remain as they are. But here in Leela Avataras, unlimited means there are other Manvantaras also. There are many other ways Lord appeared. The Lord appears in different species. Like we know Matsya Kurma Varaha, like that Lord appeared in ant species also, in snake species also, for performing certain pastimes. So that is listed separately or not given in Bhagavatam. But the Purusha Avataras and Guna Avataras are consistent, irrespective of the day of Brahma. When in the night of Brahma, the devastation takes place. Everyone goes and enters into the Karana Vishnu, Karnodaksha Vishnu's body, everyone enters. All the Brahmandas enter. In the Karnodaksha Vishnu, at the end of the life of Brahma, they enter. But after every day of Brahma, the Garbhodaka Vishnu, he remains consistent, but entire Brahmanda becomes covered with the water. And all the existing living entity, they enter into the Garbhodaka Vishnu. And then after next day of Brahma, again, Brahma comes out and sees whole devastation everywhere. And again meditates. And then Garbhodaka Vishnu comes and shakes hands with him and tells, okay, start creation. And then again at the Kaumara creation, that time the Kumaras appear. Everything happens. So every day of Brahma, this thing happens, where Purusha Avataras remain consistent. And Guna Avataras, all of us know, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. All three, Trimurti, they remain consistent. And Manvantara Avataras, Lord descends of each age of Manu. In each age of Manu also, Lord specifically comes in a particular avataras. He takes sometimes the role as a Manu, sometimes he takes the role as the Indra, based on whatever post and position is not missing. In that particular Manu, any post or position is missing, any suitable qualified person is not there, then Lord takes that particular role. And that is called as Manvantara Avatara. Based on the Manu's time, what are the roles are missing, required, then he takes that particular. And Yuga Avataras are within the particular Yugas. Satya Yuga appears as well. So every Yuga. So you see the categorization goes very amazingly, that how from big important roles to very, very small, crucial roles Lord is incarnating. In the Satya appears as the Shukla, Treta is appears as Rakta, Dwapara Shama, and Kali as sometimes Krishna, sometimes Pita, yellow, black color, yellow color, Yuga Avatara. And this Yuga is to establish Yuga Dharma. So that means what? In Satya Yuga, the Yuga Dharma was meditation. The Shukla Avatar who appeared has spoken about meditation, or he has personally done the meditation. And who is this personality exactly is not mentioned everywhere. Some say that he is Amsa Avatar, Amsa, but actually Amsa spoken Vedas when they were stolen. He came and he spoke in the Vedas. But here, Shukla Avatar specifically does Yuga Dharma. And the Rakta Avatar specifically performs yajna, sacrifices, because that is the Yuga Dharma of the Treta Yuga. And in Dwapar Yuga, the Yuga Dharma was Archana, Paricharya, doing the deity worship. So the Shyam Avatar, whether it is Krishna or any other incarnations who appeared in different yugas, like in this particular Chatur Yuga, which we are in right now, it is, I think, 28th Chatur Yuga of Vaivashvata Manu, what we are right now. Vaivashvata Manu has total 71 Chatur Yugas, each one of them. And the 71, the 28th one is going on. So in the 20th thing, in Dwapara, he appeared as Krishna. Swayam Krishna has appeared. And his original Krishna, according to the Jiva Goswami analysis, this Swayam Krishna, original Krishna, who is the source of all incarnation, he appeared in this Dwapar Yuga. And he established the Yuga Dharma of worship of the deities that time. And in the Kali Yuga, in this particular Kali Yuga, appeared in the yellow form. That is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaur Avatar. The Gauranga Avatar is appeared especially to establish the Yuga Dharma of Sankirtan, which is the Yuga Dharma of Kali Yuga. So let's how Yuga Avataras are categorized. Shukla, Rakta, Shyama, and Pita. So in the next is Shakta Avesha Avataras, empowered incarnations. So in the empowered incarnations, some are like avatars. So living entities who are directly empowered by the Lord, Avatar. In this, the four Kumaras are empowered with the Brahmacharya aspect of the Lord, Jnana. And it is mentioned here as Jnana. They're educated with the Brahman realization. And that's how they are Brahmacharya. Brahma iti charita Brahmacharya. So they are empowered with the Brahman realization of the Lord. So the Jnana aspect is there. And the Narada is the Bhakti, is empowered with the Bhakti energy of the Lord. Therefore, Narada is like, he written the Narada what is it? Narada Pancharatrika. Narada Bhakti Sutras. So these are mentioned in order to inspire people, educate people how to perform in action. Not action or simple action, but in action. Action related to devotional service. And he also appeared as Brahma. So Brahma is also the Shaktavesh avatar of the Lord. And the Shakti is the Srishti, the ability to create the entire universe. That is also mentioned here in the And Lord in the Shakti appeared as Ananta. Ananta Shesh. Ananta Shesh is one of the incarnations of the Lord, which is the Shaktavesh avatar, in which Lord empowered that particular living entity with the strength of holding the entire Bhumandala. The Bhumandala is resting on the head of Ananta Shesha. And Ananta Shesha is lying back of Kurma avatar. That's how it is. Kurma is going in the Garbha ocean. The head of Ananta Shesha, the Brahmanda, the Bhumandala is resting. So that's how the creation is being taken care. So there is always stability. There's not much movement. Even if tortoise moves, the Ananta head remains consistent. So the Bhumandala doesn't shake. The Bhumandala is not shaking because of Ananta Shesha, the Bhudharana Shakti. And he appears as Sheshnag. That means what we see for Kshirodaksha Vishnu is standing behind, and Narsimha is standing behind, and Lord Vishnu is sleeping in Garbhodaka ocean, and Lakshmi is massaging the feet, but he's sleeping on a bed of Shesha. That Shesha is also an empowered incarnation. He was given the ability or Shakti to comfort Lord for sleeping, for resting. So that's how there's Shaktavesh Avatara. And there is Vibhuti, the reflection of Lord's mind. What is Vibhuti of Shaktavesh? Lord's Shaktis get reflected in some other place. Just like among the demigods. He said Indra, like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, that among the demigods I am the Indra. What does it mean? It's not that Krishna is Indra. Krishna's Shaktis get reflected. You can see the aspect within the Indra. Lord's mighty power, mighty Shakti of the Lord. This is called Vibhuti. It's not direct. It's not that Lord is directly empowering Indra with his Shakti of ruling. Otherwise, Indra will not perform mistakes. But in the case of Prithu Maharaj, himself, in the like, he's coming as Indra is in the name of that Yagna, the King Yagna. But King Indra has done so many mistakes. The fact that he's doing mistakes means he's not direct, is a vibhuti, a reflection of the Lord's mind. And among the Vasus, he says, I am the Agni. Krishna says that I am the Agni. And among mountains, he says, I am the Meru mountain. Among priests, he says, I am Brihaspati. Among the snakes, he says, I am Vasuki. Among the generals, different commander-in-chiefs, he says, I am the Kartikeya, the Shiva's son, Kartikeya. Among the sages, he says, I am the Bhrigu. Like that, these are Vibhus, is a reflection of the Lord's. This is one thing which I wanted to share. You see the categorization and the 24 incarnations what we listed till now, they all come under this different category. So now what I will ask, you need to mention that which incarnation you can categorize. You see here. These are 24 incarnations which we discussed. The 4 Kumaras, this is the first incarnation. They come in which category? Out of the Leela Avataras, Shaktavesh Avataras, Guna Avataras, Manvantara Avataras. Which category they come in? Anyone? Anyone want to say? 4 Kumaras. It's already mentioned. But recapitulating it. Yeah, you're able to hear me, Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Shaktavesh Avatar, 4 Kumaras.
Yeah, 4 Kumaras come under the Shaktavesh Avataras. They are given
Also,
the Shakti.
Also, that is the first avatara, Prabhu. In the Shaktavesh avatars, the first avatar is the Achyuta Kumara.
No, why Kosam mentioning as first incarnation? Because they appeared in the beginning Manu, the first Manu, Swayambhu Manu. He appeared in the Swayambhu Manu.
Okay.
In the Swayambhu Manu, when he for the first event, therefore it's called Kaumara creation. What is Kaumara creation? It's the first creation which Brahma did in his life. Now the Brahma's life is 50. So these 4 Kumars appeared quite long back in the Swayambhu Manu time. So, and then because when Srishti happens, first important principle to learn is Brahmacharya. So therefore, you see how much Lord is emphasizing on the importance of the brahmacharya. In the beginning of the Manu, when beginning of creation, the first creation, is is the first day of Brahma. His birthday is also there. That Brahma and these people also appeared, four Kumaras. They come under Sakta Avatar. That's how the list happened. Like, next avatar is Vara Avatar. This Vara Avatar is not in this particular Manu. It happened during the Swayambhu Manu time, when the inundation was happening. That time, Hiranyaksha, then he he put the earth in the Garbhodaka ocean. That time, Lord came from the nose of Brahma, because Brahma could not realize what is happening, how to help it out. The Lord only personally comes. So the Vara Avatar is a which category of avatar? The Vara Avatar is a which category? Hare Krishna. Please unmute. Anyone want to speak? Please unmute and speak. Which category? Is a Manvantara avatar? Is a Shaktavesh avatar? Is a Leela avatar? Is a Guna avatar? What is it? Are you able to understand, Haribol? All of you are attending, but nobody is speaking here. Hare Krishna. Guess, any guess you can make now.
प्रभु जी लीला अवतार हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी लीला अवतार
Varaha.
वो है
Yeah. It's a Leela avatar. Leela avatar means he is coming to perform some Leela of either protecting the sadhus or what you call destroying the demons. So that is called Leela avatar. Leela avatar means he is specifically coming to do a particular activity of protecting the sadhus or destroying the demons. So when Varaha came, it's mentioned actually there are two Varahas. One time Varaha came and he protected the earth, which is a place of performing sacrifices to go back to Godhead. He protected the earth from drowning. Another time he came and destroyed the king Hiranyaksha. That's how it is. Leela avatar. Yeah. Now be fast. Okay. Now I don't want to see if people. If you know or if you want to guess, please unmute and speak. Don't keep it like lagging. Time is lagging away. Okay. Naranarayan Rishi. He comes in which category of avatar? Hare Krishna.
Prabhu Saktavesh avatar.
Yeah. They come under Shaktavesh. So because they are covered with a particular ability to do tapasyas. 4 Kumaras for Brahmacharya and Naranarayan for Tapasya. Performing the Tapasya. That's what the verse also mentions. Okay. And Narada avatar. And these all happen during that Manu only. Okay. The Swayambhu Manu time. Yeah. Narada. Anyone, even Somnath, you can also speak if you know. Narada is which type of avatar? Hare Krishna.
Again, it's Saktavesh Prabhu.
Yeah. Narada is also Shakti Avesh avatar. Directly, Lord empowered Narada with the ability of Bhakti Shakti. That's what it's called. Okay. And now the another avatar is the Dattatreya. So Dattatreya is you can say, see, these all are incarnations are not coming directly from Krishna. You can say from Purusha Avatara. From Karanadaksha Vishnu they are coming. Or Garbhodakasha Vishnu they are coming, basically. Garbhodaka specific Brahmanda, no? They come directly. It's not that Krishna directly From Krishna, these our Divataras come, and these Gunavata, what we call Purushavataras. From Purushavataras, these are taken. These all incarnations are taking place. Dattatreya is which type of incarnation? Is it Leela Avatar, Yuga Avatar, or Manvantara Avatar? What is Avatar? He is also Shaktavesh Avatar. He is also Shaktavesh Avatar. Lord is directly empowering. So, in fact, one place it is mentioned that the Dattatreya is a Trimurti with 3 heads, like that they mention. And some places it mentioned 3 people. The Vishnu comes as Dattatreya, and Brahma comes as Soma, and Shiva comes as Durvasa. Like that they appear. And next incarnation is Kapila. Kapila incarnation is yes.
Shaktavesh Avatar, Kapila also.
Kapila is also Shaktavesh Avatar. When Devahuti and Kardama prayed for Lord to appear, then he empowered the Shakti of Jnana, especially the Sankhya Yoga. The Yoga Shakti, Sankhya Yoga Shakti has given. And this Yoga Shakti is culminating in devotional service. Like that. Okay. And the next incarnation is Yagna incarnation. So Yagna incarnation is which type of avatar? Yagna is the post which Lord took of Indra during particular Manu. So he comes as Manvantara avatar. So Yagna comes as Manvantara avatar. And Rishabhadev. So Lord Rishabhadev is also Shaktavesh avatar. He is empowered with the Shakti of teaching Varnashrama, and especially telling the culmination of Varnashrama in Paramahamsa Sannyasa. As soon as children took birth, he instructed them on Brahmacharya, Rishabhadev teachings to his sons, headed by Bharat. And he personally applied sannyas also in his life. One time into Vanaprastha, he went to the forest and he took up to the sannyas. And within sannyas, he took to the culminative stage of sannyas, that is Paramahamsa. Like that, the Lord Shaktavesh. Yeah. Then Lord takes Prithu. So these all things happened. You can say these all Yagna, this Yagna Purusha, or you can Yagna, the king as king. Lord as King Indra as Yagna, that happened in the Chakshushu Manu. Okay. So the Rishabha and Prithu also happened during that time only. The Prithu Maharaj is a Shaktavesh avatar. Lord appeared with the Palana Shakti. Lord's Palana Shakti, the ability to rule the kingdom, rule the world. That has come into Prithu Maharaj, who was chunned from the body of his father, King Bhera. So these are the incarnations. And now, the Matsya incarnation onwards, all the Leela Avataras, which are specifically of this particular Manu, Vaivashvata Manu, where we are right now. You see here, Matsya Avatar is a Leela Avatar. And then, in the Matsya Avatar, in this incarnation, in this Manu only, there is a Samudra Manthan, past time happened. In the Samudra Manthan, the Kurma Avatar is there. The Kurma Avatar is also a Leela Avatar. Is a particular Leela Avatar, which is mentioned by Jayadeva Goswami. He has come to protect the Dharma, because Asuras and Suras are fighting with each other. When they are fighting with each other, it's necessary that Dharma should be protected. So therefore, Lord always sided demigods, because he knew very well that demigods will be protecting the Dharma aspect. I hope my voice is clear, because when I'm not seeing any response from devotees, I am quite confused whether you're hearing or not able to hear. Okay.
Yes, yes. Sound is clear, Prabhuji.
So, in this Samudra Manthan only, Lord again comes as, actually in this incarnation, in this particular Leela of Samudra Manthan, Lord appeared in many forms. Okay. But here specifically Bhagavatam because certain Leela, he appears as Mohini Murti. This is also a Leela avatar. Because he appeared and destroyed the demon, Rahu, who was secretly drinking the nectar, sitting on the side of Devatas. And Lord also appeared as Dhanavantari during that time only, who gave from the Samudra Manthan, he appears as Dhanavantari and he gives the nectar god. So it is also a Leela avatar. It also categorizes the Leela avatar. And then during this Swayambhu Manu, Vaivashvata Manu only, Lord appeared as Narsinghadev and protected Prahlad Maharaj and killed Hiranyakashipu. So this is also Leela avatar. And then Lord appears as Vamana because Prahlad's grandson was Bali. Okay. And Lord Narsinghadev told Prahlad Maharaj that he will protect his generation. 21 generation are get liberated. Is it not? So when the Bali was ruling the, that time he attacked over the demigods and he captured their entire positions. And all the demigods went to Lord and asked for protection and kill Bali. But however, Lord already gave a promise to Prahlad Maharaj that he will not do any harm to his people. Prahlad Maharaj generation. So Bali, being the grandson of Prahlad, is also very great devotee. But however, being a devotee also, he also taken up the role of giving trouble to the devotees. Because of his staying in a Asura, he is ruling the Asuras. Sometimes he has been captivated by that aspect of ruling over the devotees. And Lord wanted to punish him enough so that he get purified. Not that he wants to kill him. So therefore, Vamana appeared. And in the name of begging charity, he taken away everything from Bali Maharaj and made him to surrender at his lotus feet. It is not that he is killing Bali, Vamana. In fact, Vamana becomes so happy with Bali's surrender that he himself becomes the doorkeeper. So that's how the Leela incarnation. He is coming to protect his devotees. He is not destroying Bali. He has not come to annihilate the demon. He has come to protect his devotee. Therefore, it's called a Leela avatar, Vamana. And Parshuram. This also happened in this particular Manu, where Lord during the Treta Yuga, this happened. Like Narsingha avatar happened in the Satya Yuga, and which Satya Yuga? It may be in the beginning of the Vaivashvanu's first Yuga. We are in the 28th Chatur Yuga. Narsinghadev might have appeared in another Chatur Yuga, this Chatur Yuga, earlier Chatur Yugas. So that pastime is being glorified because there are total 71 Chatur Yugas. These all happened in different other Yugas, other Chatur Yugas. So Parshuram, when he appeared, he also did that. He annihilated the demoniac kings. That was the main purpose for which he appeared. But however, here he comes in both categories. He comes as a Shaktavesh also, and he also comes as Leela Avatar also. He's an empowered personality. Unlike Narsingha and Vamana, Bhrigupati Rama, or you can say Bhrigupati, he is not a direct, he is an Shaktavesh avatar. But he also performed a Leela, therefore he comes categorized as also Leela avatar. And then Lord appeared as Vyasadev. It's a literary incarnation of the Lord in the beginning of this Kali Yuga. When Kali Yuga is about to begin, especially in the Dwapar Yuga, in the Treta, in the Dwapar Yuga, in just like ending of Dwapar Yuga, that time he appeared. Satyavasi was riding on a boat and Parashara was going on that boat. So Parashara saw the constellations and found a very suitable time for Lord to appear. So then he then he united with Satyavati, and immediately Vyasdev was born. In incarnation, in the literal incarnation of the. You can say the Shaktavesh Avatara. He is empowered with the ability to write, to knowledge, to compose everything the Vedas. Lord appeared in that particular. And then Lord appeared as Buddha. And this happened in this particular Chetur Yuga, which we have personally known also. In this particular Chetur Yuga, 28th Chetur Yuga, Lord appeared as Buddha. And here Bhagavatam speaks that he will appear in Gaya. It's mentioned like that. But that we see in reality it happened. So Vyasdev appearance in the beginning of this particular Chetur Yuga, when Krishna left, in the beginning of this Kali Yuga, and Buddha appearing in this particular Kali Yuga, and Kalki is going to appear in this Kali Yuga. Not in this Kali Yuga, sorry. At the end of this Manu, at the end of this Swayambhu Manu, Swayam Manu, what is it? Vaivashvata Manu. At the end of the 71st Chetur Yuga, in that Chetur Yuga, Lord will appear as Kalki, because it mentions the conjunction of two yugas. That means, or as it may be, conjunction of two yugas means Kali Yuga and Satya Yuga. That could be this particular Kali Yuga and Satya Yuga beginning, or it can be any other further. So Lord is going to appear as the king, son of a Brahmana. And is also mentioned in one of the Puranas, is mentioned about which place it is. It is somewhere in UP, somewhere in MP, Madhya Pradesh is going to appear. Lord will appear and then he will kill the demons. So most other people that time will be demoniac, they will be killed. Like that, these incarnations have been explained. Total 24 till now. So here, in these 22 incarnations of the Lord, some are Shaktavesh, some are Manvantara, some are Leela, some are Purusha and Gunavataras are separate. Like that is categorization. And now Suta Goswami, while explaining answering to the 5th question of Saunakadi Rishi, explain 2 more verses, 3 more verses which are very, very crucial. We'll only discuss the next 2 verses, and the 3rd verse, which is considered very important verse, we will separately speak in the next session. Okay. Some of you can repeat after me. Some of you can unmute. Enough you can unmute and repeat the verse after me. The 26th verse. Unlimited incarnation like many rivals of water. Avatara hi asankyeya.
Avatara hi asankheya.
Harer sattva nidher dvija.
Hare Sattva Nidhe Dvija.
Yata vidashina kulaya.
Yata Vidashena Kulya.
Tarashashu sahasrasha.
Sarashasuya Saharsasa.
So Lord, here in this particular verse, he speaks. What is it? Oh Brahmana, the incarnations. Sorry, Suta Goswami is telling this Saunakadi Rishi. Oh Brahmanas, the incarnations of the Lord are innumerable, like rivers flowing from inexhaustible sources of water. So what does it mean? A water source is there, and from that source many strings of waves are, many strings of water is flowing down. That means the source is one. Basically, the source is one. That is what this verse is indicating. Avatara hi asankyeya. Hare sattva nidhe arjuna. Sattva nidhe. The Lord is considered as the sattva, the mode of goodness. See, it's only in goodness can one think of proper maintenance of the aspects. And maintaining the dharma means ensuring that every yuga the dharma is established, ensuring that every manvantara, the rule of the demigods is taken care properly, and ensuring that that the Lord appears whenever it's needed. Whenever there's a crisis of dharma jnana, there's a declination of the dharma, the Lord appears to re-establish the dharma back again. So that's how, in order to perform all these things, the Lord Vishnu with the Purusha Avatara should be in the Sattva Nidher. He should be in the mode of goodness. The fact that he is in Sattva Nidher is the source of all the goodness. This is the main prerogative, or you can say the main qualification, or main aspect which we need to see in the Lord, which makes him to ensure the protection of his devotees and annihilate the demons. But in Kali Yuga, seeing the observation of this particular Lord appeared as in a form where he is not destroying the demons physically, but destroying their mentality. Just like Buddha, he appeared, he did not destroy the demonic people who are misutilizing the Vedas. He changed their attitude, he changed their mentality, purified their mentality. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also appeared for the same aspect. Not only purifying the mind, he's purifying the heart and giving the highest. Because he understood Kali Yuga people are more degraded. But even after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy is given, if somebody not taking it and still taking to adharma, that means they are more greatly deadly demons, demoniac. So for them, Lord has to come as Kalki to simply clean them and start the Satyuga again, and purify them and bring them to the goodness again. So for Lord to bring everyone to state of goodness, that is the purpose of incarnation of Lord Krishna. He ensures that in a different means. Therefore, these all are coming from one Lord. That is what this particular verse is indicating. So in the purport, you see the list of incarnations of the personal Godhead given here is not complete. It is only a partial view of all the incarnations. There are many others, such as Ayagriva, Hari, Amsa, Prishnigarbha, Vibhu, Satyasena, Vaikunta, Sarvabhauma, Vishwakshena, Dharmasetu, Sudama, Yogeshwara, Brihad Bhanu, and other of the Vainajajas. So Lord has taken many other forms. Just listed some of them here. So many incarnations he has appeared. So we have to understand the source is one. Just like the water rebels are coming from one source of river, like that these incarnations are. And what is that source is explained further. Please read the next verse. We'll read the next. You're able to see the verse? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji, we can able to see.
The 27th verse, you're able to see?
No, Prabhuji. 26 is showing here.
Oh, 26. Yeah. So 27th is the Vibhutis. The Vibhutis, like what I mentioned earlier, they are not direct expansions of the Lord, they are reflected. Lord's mighty power is reflected in them. So that is the 27th. Okay. I'll stop this share and I'll share you the 27th. Here it is. Yeah. Rishayo manavo deva.
Namo Deva,
Manuputra Mahaujasa.
Manuputra Mahaujasah,
Kala sarve hare reva.
Salah Sarve Hare Reva,
Prajapatya tasmrita.
Saprajapatya, Saprajapatya,
Saprajapataya smrita.
Saprajapataya Spruta.
All the rishis, rishis, are the Sapta rishis. All of you know Sapta rishis. Gautama, Kashyapa, like the Sapta rishis are there. The particular Manus, the 14 Manus, demigods. In each Manu, there are many demigods. In the post of Agni, in the post of Indra, everyone there are demigods. And descendants of Manu, In each Manu, the certain descendants have come who rule the kingdom, who are especially powerful, or plenary portions or portions of the plenary portion of God. This also includes Prajapati. It also includes the Prajapati. So these are pretty less powerful than the other incarnation Shaktavashara Avataras. They are Vibhutis. The Shaktavashara only. There is a Shaktavara category, but they are Vibhutis. Comparatively less powerful than the Avesh Avataras. Okay. So in this way, the categorization has been. So here I would like to share one more picture. I'm trying to find it proper of it, and that will be able to explain. Yeah. You see here? Able to see, na, Bruce?
Yes, Prabhu.
See, Krishna is a Swayam Rupa. His original form has covered boy in Vrindavan. That is Sri Krishna. That is the original. And his Swayam Prakash, his own manifestations. They are Vaibhav Prakasha and Prabhav Prakasha. Prabhav Prakash is expanded into multiple forms with same features. Just like Krishna done in Rasa dance. And also in the Dwaraka pastimes, where Krishna goes in 60,000 palaces. It's like Prabhav Prakasha, his own manifestations. And Lord in own manifestation is called Vaibhav Prakasha, in the expansion with different moods and bodily features. Like Balaram, Balaram is also an expansion, Vaibhava. It's Vaibhav Prakash, mood is different. Or Lord is appearing as Tadekatma Rupa. In that only the expansion with different moods and bodily features. The Swayam Rupa is over, and then Tadekatma Rupa. Actually, this has to be categorized in a different way, but here is mentioned in the Swayam Prakash, Vaibhav Prakash. Tadekatma Rupa means expansion with different moods. Vaibhav Prakash means Lord's direct expansions with different features and forms, like Balaram. And Tadekatma Rupa, there are two categories, Vilasa and Swamsa. In the Vilasa means where Lord is different forms and different features and different mood. In the Vaikuntha planets, he remains as four-handed Vishnu. And in that only there is Prabha Vilasa, Vaibhav Vilasa. Prabha means immediate, where Lord Vaikuntha Nath as appears as Chaturvyuha, Sankarshna Prajanurudha Vasudev, and the Vaibhav Prakash includes the second Chaturvyuha, in which the 24 Achamana or 24 Vishnus are there in 24 planets in Vaikuntha. In Tadekatma Rupa, there is another one called partial manifestations of the Lord. In partial manifestations, it's why it is called partial. It is at times. He comes at times only. Manifest and to perform certain things. Okay, and related to this material world. Till now, whatever is explained here in this category, they are all in the spiritual world. You know, whether it is Dwaraka Krishna, whether it is Balaram, whether it is Chaturvyuha or second Chaturvyuha, like all these are in spiritual world. And the partial manifestations are in the material world, in which the Guna Avataras, already we discussed it, Purusha Avatara, Leela Avataras, and Shakti Avataras in Vibhutis and Avataras. These all are. Parshuram, see, Parshuram and Prithu, they are in the Shakti Avatara. Prithu is Palana Shakti, and Parshuram, Dushta Nashaka Vyuha, annihilating. That is the This way the categorization. These two will actually give you a full clarity about the incarnations of the Lord. And now the next verse, which is most important, which we'll discuss in the next sessions. Okay. Anyone have any questions right now? They can ask. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Anyone has any question?
Prabhu, in that
Yes,
chart,
Prabhu.